mob stories.
All right, you want to get into the mob stories?
Yeah, I want to talk all about the mob stories.
Perfect.
The problem-solving stories.
Yeah, that's key number one right there. I am not a mobster. I am a problem solver.
Yes. I edited that on my post, by the
Did you?
way.
Because I put it in my
Yes,
comment.
I changed it. I was
You're
like,
like,
yeah,
my
hey.
father would be happy. I'm having a monster on the show. And I saw that. I get over to the SEMA show. I was like, I better put that comment in before,
Before
you
he
know.
gets you in trouble.
Well, the funny thing is I had to go get OKs for some of these stories. So, but
Got you.
yeah, so I got to put that out there right there. I am not a mobster. I have to put it out there according to my lawyer.
Yes, he's not.
No, I'm just a problem solver.
It's a problem solver.
If you have a problem, yo, I'll solve it.
I love it. Check out the something revolve. Ain't that a rap?
Check out the beat by DJ Revolve.
Yes, that's it.
All right, so this is how. I know this is your show, but obviously
I'm here to talk about you.
I just take over. That's just what I do.
Tell it to me.
All right, so
The world is listening.
I had an idea. I wanted to come up with a TV show after, I watched The Sopranos that ended, 10, 12 years ago. And I was like, I got a lot of stories of stuff that I was involved with or organized or put in motion, stuff like that. And I was like, I think I could come up with a good TV show. So I was going to come up with, 8 episodes and then shop it, see if I could get an investor or have it get picked up as a pilot. Pilot is when they film the first episode and they put it out and they see if it's any good. And if it's good, they'll pick it up. But now I got it on stage. As a matter of fact, I got it on your stage.
What? My stage first.
That's right.
At Kevin Love's Music Hall and Events.
Mobster, what did I say the other day? Mob Story Mondays.
Mob Story Mondays. I like it.
All right, so why did I bring it to the stage instead of just go straight to what I do? I figured because then I have to, I could play it out instead of just rewriting the episode. I actually have an audience at Kev Love's Music Hall, and they get to hear the story. I get to see the reaction, see what's working. So when I go and shop it, because it's all copywritten, so you ain't taking it.
Can't take it.
So when I go and shop it, I say, it's already been on stage. People love it. There's already a following. I'm getting lots of comments. After Monday night, I'll get a bunch of comments Tuesday and Wednesday and then other people heard it.
Yes.
Other people got the comments to Naomi, and she's sending me over the comments.
I love it.
And then, so that's the thing. How did I bring it to the stage?
How did you get there?
Perfect. I met this girl, Rio De Niro.
Oh.
After one of my shows in May, I met this girl after my show, started talking to her. She's from Texas. The next day, she had the whole rest of the day. I was off, so we hung out the whole day, and then we went back to her hotel room. This is the towel joke. You know the towel joke? I said the towel's too small.
Oh, I don't remember now.
All right, but this is the same girl.
Okay.
All right, so after going to our hotel and, doing what we got to do, I'm laying in bed with her, and she's like, she says she uses comedy to fall asleep every night. I said, well, obviously ain't my comedy. And then she's like, well, tell me a story. You sound like you're a mob guy.
Oh.
You're Italian, you're from New York, you got that voice and your actions and stuff. And she's like, tell me a story. I'm sure you know something. And I
get all the secrets.
And so I told her one of my mob stories, and she was like, holy shit, that's really fucking good. You should take that on stage. And that's what I was developing into a TV show. I have, a couple episodes written. And then I was just like, that's a good idea. Maybe I will. I even had Za, shout out to Za Imagery.
Shout out to Za.
She even did my business cards. On my business cards said mob stories. Nice. That was way before it hit your stage.
Nice.
Yeah, so I already had that emotion. So when I went to LA, I already have it out on my business card. It's already a done deal with me. So when did I start doing this? About 2 months ago I started doing this on Mondays
so.
instead of doing comedy.
Yes.
Yeah, 2 months ago, I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna try a mob story over at your show on Mondays and see how it goes. And then ever since then, every Monday I go there, I either do a new story or I rework the story from 1 or 2 weeks ago and see how it goes. And you've seen it development.
Oh, I have.
It's
Yes.
gone okay. To now it's like fucking comedy.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
know if I'm
good.
allowed to curse
You
on it.
can cuss on here.
All right, but now it's going to like real comedy because now it's,
Yeah.
you know, I'm bringing my comedy into it also, into some of the stories.
Right.
And then, you know, I'm just freestyling as I'm doing the story.
Yes.
So it's turning into a pretty good
I
thing.
would say yes. The last couple weeks, it feel like it's getting more better as far as just how you're presenting the story and incorporating the comedic aspect to it.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I enjoy it.
Yes, so that's everybody seems to enjoy it over there at your place. I'm actually gonna do it somewhere else Friday.
Oh,
I'm
for the first
I'm
time?
gonna cheat on you. I'm gonna
Oh.
I'm gonna cheat on you. I'm bringing it to another stage Friday night. Poker Palace,
Oh,
11
the
p.m.
Poker Palace. Where's that at?
I don't know. Never been there. I
That's
was
out.
talking to the guy today. I was telling him, I was like, listen, I'm gonna come out Friday and do this because he's been asking me to do the show for the past 2 3 weeks. I said, well, I'm doing a show at 9:30 on Friday doing comedy. I said, and then I'll come over to your show, but I'm gonna do my mob stories over there. And he's like, what are mob stories? I said, it's just stories. It's some that's kind of funny, but it's basically stories. I said, that's what I'm. I said, if you want me there, that's what I'm doing Friday at 11.
Friday at 11, the Poker Palace. You can go listen live to Mike Stigs' mob stories. Very entertaining. Gonna be on Netflix or wherever you're gonna put it on. Netflix?
I'd like to hit a regular TV show.
Oh,
Or
regular TV.
whoever pays. Whoever
Right.
pay us.
Whoever got the
Whoever want to
fattest,
put it on.
whoever got the fattest check.
Hey,
And
they
the
could
best
give me the
benefits.
development deal and give me, you know, $250,000, $500,000, and don't even develop the show. I don't care.
Right. Okay.
I'm still gonna do it on stage though.
Yeah, that's dope.
I gotta get over to the Mob Museum because
I never been there. Have you been there?
I've been there and that's the,
Is it
here's a
accurate?
mob
Is it
here's a
accurate?
mob story.
Okay, let's listen.
I went with my dad, and he's sitting there like. When you go in there, like, all right, we have a tour for the Mob Museum, and my dad's like, yeah, we don't need a tour.
A tour?
Yeah, we don't need a tour guide.
Oh.
We don't need the tour guide.
Like,
Forget about it.
Read all about this shit.
And my dad was like, get a picture of this over here. This is what happened on this day. I was over here and doing this. And so every picture, he's like, get a picture of this. I used to have breakfast with this guy right here. Yeah.
Wow.
So I got a couple of guys. I actually want to go down there with a couple of wise guys.
Yeah.
And just
I was gonna say
everybody
that would be
do
a
their
good
story.
place for you to like maybe make a promo video or maybe make something visual for your thing if you do that.
Yeah, so that's
so it's real about the mob.
yeah, it's the Mob Museum and the third floor I think is for the police. But who wants to see that third floor? I'm not climbing. I'm not climbing stairs to see police. I see police every day. Yeah, it's on the third floor. I was like, I think they should take it. Here's the thing: if I ran that place, right, I'd have the Mob Museum, and the third floor, I'd have the Cartel Museum.
What's the difference?
The difference
For those
is
of us like me who
the
don't-
language. It's either Italian or Spanish.
Oh, right, the cartel. Oh, I get it.
Yeah, it had nothing to do with cars.
So there's the cartel, and then there's the mob. What else is there?
Well, there's different kind of mafias. There's
Mafias.
yeah,
Now,
there's
the
different
mafias
kinds.
is
You got the Jamaican mob, you got the Mexicans, there's
every culture.
triads with the Chinese. Everybody's got something. There's always, no matter what, there's always gonna be people who need protection.
And problems to be solved.
Exactly.
Can you share with us a problem that you solved?
Yes, I could. Everybody, here's the thing. A lot of people don't understand when you get involved in some things, you can't go to the police.
Right.
So if you can't go to the police, so if you were doing something illegal, someone trying to shake you down, MVP,
Mm-hmm.
what do? Do you have somebody that you could call right now?
Yeah, Mike Stigs.
Okay, so let's say someone's trying to shake your radio
Someone's
show
shaking
down.
my radio
Okay,
show down.
let's say that you got to give them $300 an episode.
Okay.
Okay, I don't know how much you're making an episode, but this person wants you to pay $300,
Or else.
or they're going to cut your microphone.
All right.
Okay,
All right.
so what do? I mean, this isn't illegal, so you could go to the police.
Right. I could. But
You know, what would the police do if you went to them? They're like, there's no crime. They
Right.
can't do anything.
They're trying to extort me.
All right?
Right.
Yeah, it's trying to extort you, but they won't be able to do nothing.
But say I'm hustling like.
They say, well, if he comes
illegal
back,
commercials or
yeah,
something.
if he comes back, then you could get him for trespass. A whole bunch of
Right.
bullshit. All right, let's say you called Mike Stigs.
Okay.
Someone's trying to shake you down $300 a week. All right, I have a sit down with them. I explain to them why they're not going to get $300.
Why they're not.
Exactly.
Yeah. This is why you're not getting $300.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you why you're not going to get $300. And then they're going to be like, who are you?
Yeah. Who are you?
Exactly. Then I got to explain some things.
What are you gonna explain?
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes for
Right.
them to get the message.
11 sit downs, I've lost one.
That's a pretty good record.
Pretty damn good record.
Okay.
I have a key.
A real key or just a
I
metaphor?
have a key to winning a negotiation and a sit down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
What is
it's
it?
real simple. Me and you in a sit down. What do you want to do tomorrow?
What do I want to do tomorrow?
Yeah, what is on your schedule tomorrow?
Teaching.
Okay, so you're looking forward to teaching tomorrow.
I'm looking forward to teaching.
All right, you know what I'm looking forward to?
What?
Nothing. So who's going to win now?
You?
Exactly.
You don't have nothing to do?
I don't care if tomorrow
You
comes.
don't- Oh.
I will win.
Oh, I get it. Okay.
It's a negotiating strategy.
Are you guys taking notes in case this is like free game? It's not just free game. This is like free mob problem solving game. So,
Problem solving my way.
Mike.
Yeah, so one guy was called up. His name is Tony. He owns a pizza place, and he's like, "Hey, Stigs, I got 3 guys that they want me to pay them $500 a week." He's already paying me money for protection.
Okay.
So I'm like, "Well, who's the 3 guys?" And he's like, "These 3 Albanians want me to pay them $500." I said, "Albanians?" I turned to my cousin Vito. I said, "What are Albanians?" My cousin Vito goes, "I don't know." I turned to Jimmy Doorbells. I was like, "Yo, Doorbells, what are Albanians?" He's like, "I think that the people from Albany." I said, "All right, Tony, let's set up a meeting. Let me talk to these 3 Albanians, and let's set up the meeting for 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock, I go down there. I'm like, we go to the back room, and I'm talking to these guys, and I'm like, why are you going to drive all the way 3 hours from Albany to come down and shake a place down for $500 a week? And he's like, what do you mean we're coming from Albany? He's like, well, you guys are Albanians, right? He's like, yeah. I said, you're from Albany. He's like, no, we're from Albania.
Oh, Lord.
So then I had to go into negotiation mode, which I will not discuss. As you saw on stage, I don't discuss what happens on the outskirts. I had to tell them why they're not going to get paid $500 a week. And they agreed.
Oh, just like that.
Just like that. Took about 12, 13 minutes, but,
Dang, that long?
well, I told them, you're in the wrong pizza place. This is my favorite pizza place, and they're not going to pay you $500 a week. I was like, you could pay me $1,000 a week.
So they're just trying to. Why are they trying to extort the pizza place? Because why?
Protection money. They didn't know that the pizza place was already paying protection money.
Oh.
So they were trying to get protection money. All of a sudden they roll into town and they're trying to take over some things. You know, there was other things going on in the pizza place that required protection. You know, someone's got to protect the cheese, the sauce, and all the dough.
And the dough. All right. That's nice.
Yeah, so that's how basically our mob stories is. And MVP hits me up like 2 weeks ago. She's like, you should be acting this out on
I
stage.
didn't say he should be. I said you could try it and see how it goes.
You see how she corrects herself? This is not a negotiation. You can talk freely now.
I'm just saying. I never tell nobody.
See, I didn't tell you to do that.
I never tell nobody what they should do. But I was just thinking.
Well, that's how I read it.
Oh yeah. No.
Yeah.
I was just thinking I don't know what I was thinking about, but I was thinking about your stories, and I was like, oh, that'd be cool if he like ran into the phone booth, or I don't know, I don't know.
Well, they used to have phone booths. Speaking of phone booths, that's how I got involved in the problem solving. All right, so I'm gonna do this story.
Okay.
How much time we have
We
left?
have about 12 minutes.
Perfect. You ready?
Yes.
All right, so me and my friend Vinny decide we're going to go to college.
Okay.
Because I was talking to Vinny. I was like, listen, if we stick around doing what we're doing, we're going to end up being connected guys.
Okay.
Right? I was like, I don't want to be involved in all that. And you're on call 24 hours. I don't like being told what to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, we gotta go to college and figure something out. And he's like, yeah. So we had the chance to either go to a college in Chicago or a college in Arizona. I was like, well, if we go to Chicago, it's basically like the same thing as New York. We're gonna be in trouble in 10 minutes.
Right.
Plus, it's cold in Chicago. Who wants to go to Chicago, right? So I was like, forget about it. We'll go to Arizona. Okay, so we go to Arizona. We went to the Universal Technical Institute. We learned how to fix cars, automotive technology. And I figured, I'll open a shop or something. I'll go into racing, which I did anyway.
Oh, nice.
So then we graduate. We go back to New York, and I bump into his sister. And she's like, hey, what's going on? I was like, hey, how's Vinny doing? She's we were mechanics. I was working at a Chrysler dealership in White Plains, New York. He was working at a Dodge dealership in Yonkers. And I was like, how's Vinny doing? I haven't seen him in a month now. And she's like, oh, he left the Dodge dealer. He's now working for the garbage company. And I was like, oh, he's working for garbage. I was like, well, what's he doing for the garbage company? And she's like, oh, he's in the office. And that's code right there. If you're working at a garbage company, you're not driving a truck or throwing trash in it, and you're Italian and you're in the office, you put 2 and 2 together, you come up with, he's doing good. So I'm sitting there going,
doing good. Okay.
I don't like being a mechanic. They come in, they give you a repair order. Like, let's say, what was the last thing you had fixed on your car besides oil or tire rotation?
Oh, man, that is actually the last thing I had to. My car is kind of new. I haven't had anything done.
All right, well, an older car.
Probably the freaking brakes.
Okay. So here you go. You come in, you're going to get your brakes done. Let's say you're going to do a full brake job. It pays 2.5 hours for them to do the job. Because they tell you, you got to do this in 2.5 hours. So you're getting paid 2.5 hours. Okay. If it takes you an hour, or if it takes you 7 hours, you're getting paid 2.5 hours.
Gotcha.
I do everything slow.
Okay.
I don't like getting dirty.
You picked the wrong job.
That's what I'm saying, because it's called flat rate. So It might take me 3-4 days to do your brakes.
Oh, dang. And you still don't get paid 2 hours? 2.5
Right.
hours?
Yeah, so, it's not for a brake job. But I'm saying if you had an electrical short, they tell you it pays 3-4 hours. I could be on the car 3-4 days.
Okay.
Trying to find out where the stupid electrical short is.
Gotcha.
Yeah, brakes is going to be, I'll do it in a day and a half.
Okay.
But electrical short, that's gonna take a while. And they kept giving me electrical shorts because nobody wants them. And they're like, well, give it to Mike because you don't give a fuck. He's got money. And so that's what I was doing. And I was like, I don't like doing this shit. I don't like getting dirty.
Right.
And I walk in there, there's 7, 8, 9 mechanics, and it all goes by seniority. And I'm the new guy there.
Okay.
So I get my repair order last. So if I gotta be there at 7 o'clock and I don't get my repair order to 7:45, 8 o'clock, what the fuck am I gonna be there at 7 o'clock for?
I agree.
So I start showing up at 8. And the owner of the dealership is like, what are you doing coming in at 8? I said, well, if I'm not getting any work to 8, what the fuck am I being here at 7 o'clock?
Right.
I said, I'm not wasting a friggin' hour.
I agree.
I'll sleep that hour.
It makes sense.
So he didn't like that idea. He's like, well, you got to be here tomorrow at 7 o'clock. I was like, yeah, you got it. I'll be here at 7 o'clock. So I rolled in there at 8:02.
I was going to say, nah.
Yeah, exactly. You can sit there and argue or just
Right.
be like, yeah, you
Okay.
got it.
You got it.
Yeah, what happened? There's traffic.
Yeah.
Where? In my garage. You know, I'm here. I'm here. Give me my repair order. I'll start working. I did that for 3 months. Every day I was there at 7 o'clock. I didn't get any work till 8. I'm not going to be there at 8. Forget that shit.
Stand up for yourself.
And that place was a mess anyway because you get paid Friday. Every Friday you get paid. But the lady that has the checks would stop at the bar and she won't get there till 6:30, 7 o'clock.
At night?
Yeah, and everybody would sit around waiting.
Damn.
And I'm sitting there like,
Y'all should do
after the
something.
second time, I said to the mechanics, I was like, does this happen every friggin' week? And they're like, yeah, we got to wait for her to come because she's at the bar. I said, I'll get my check on Monday. We're getting paid every week. If you're out of money, you got a problem.
You got a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said, if anybody needs a loan between Friday and Monday, I got you.
Right.
So that's how I started doing loans. That was my second stint on loans. Yeah, but so I was like, forget it. I get my check every Monday then. I don't care.
Right. Instead of
You know?
waiting. Why would you wait?
Yeah,
Why does motherfucker going to the bar?
yeah. 'Cause everybody knows she's at the bar. Meanwhile, I was like, I said, well, what bar is she at? Why don't we just go down and get the check? Why we gotta wait for her to come here?
Go to the bar.
Yeah, right?
She couldn't wait to cash her check to get a drink.
All right.
Is that what it was?
So I'm getting tired of this place, okay?
Clearly.
Not making money there. I don't want to be there. Vinny's already working in the friggin' garbage company. I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to start looking for something else.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm at the pizza place at lunch the following day. I'm sitting in the back booth corner. The pizza place has sports handicapping going on and stuff. So I'm filling out my parlay ticket. And some guy comes in and he's complaining about something about his place. And all I hear was Frankie go, talk to that guy in the last booth in the corner. Maybe he'll be able to figure that out for you. So I hear him loud. He's loud because he wants me to hear him.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, this guy comes over and he's like, he sits down and he's like, I paid for your lunch. I said, oh, that's nice, thank you. He goes, I was told that you might be able to solve something for me. I was like, what do you have, like an electrical short in your car? And he's like, what? I was like, yeah. I was like, I'm a mechanic. He's like, oh, I thought you were something else. I said, well, I'm looking for something else. I go, what's the situation? He goes, I have a store down the block, and in front is a payphone, and there's 3 drug dealers running the payphone. He goes, they used to be there at night. The store closes at 6, and they would be there from like 7 p.m. through the night, and in the daytime they would disappear during store hours. But now they're running into the store hours, and now, what?
5 minutes.
Okay, and now a lot of my customers are complaining they don't want to come here anymore because they're afraid of the guy standing right in front of the store, because now they went from 3 guys at night to 5, 6 guys
During
just
the day.
standing right there in front of the, yeah. So people were afraid to get out of the car and bring their, it was a pharmacy, their prescription bottles and all that. And they're like, well, we're going to go to CVS and all that. And this is a mom and pop place. And CVS is, and Walgreens are trying to put them all out of business.
Mm-hmm. So
I was like, all right, let me go take a look over there. So I go down to the store and I see the phone booth. I see the guys on there. I said, you got a basement? And he's like, yeah, I got a basement. I said, let me take a look at the basement. I go down to the basement. I was like, all right, do you need the whole basement? He goes, no, I only really need like a third of the basement. I said, all right, well, I'm gonna take care of the guys outside, but I'm gonna need the basement. He's like, what do you need the basement for? And I'm like, I don't know yet. I'll figure it out, but I gotta be in the building because there will be blowback, probably. So I'm not too sure, but there might be blowback. So anyway, I take care of the phone booth situation, and then now I have this basement. So I quit the job being a mechanic, and I'm sitting in the basement. I don't know what to do. I got a half a basement, and I don't know what to do with it. So I came up with a sports contest, and that's how I got involved in problem solving. And I left being a mechanic.
See, you guys, Mike is a true testimony. You don't gotta stay where you're at. You go somewhere else, or you make it
Opportunities.
happen.
Opportunities. A lot of opportunities will be presented to you. You got to be ready to take them because some of them are going to be good. Like I met a dancer February, a ballroom dancer, and I'm like, she's a grand champion. I said, do you teach ballroom dancing? And she's like, no, but I can. I said, good, I want to learn. She's like, you want to learn ballroom dancing? I said, yeah, I want to learn ballroom dancing. She's like, why you want to learn ballroom dancing? I said, because I want to be an escort. And I figure I go on these single cruises, I should know how to dance. Right? So she teaches me how to she teaches me how to do it. And I told her I had an opportunity to learn ballroom dancing before, but I was with my girlfriend at the time, and this girl was she's a burlesque dancer that was going to teach me, and I was like, yeah, I don't think that's going to work. And I was like, here's my opportunity. I'm single. I have this is going to be my last chance to learn ballroom dance, unless I go and like pay for a class.
Right.
Yeah, so I started learning ballroom dancing, so I could do the waltz, and I could do the Disney, whatever the dances are, tango and cash.
That's what's up.
Yeah, so that's
I'm proud of you for that.
Take all opportunities, because you know the more you learn, the more you earn.
The more you learn, the more you earn. And we got about 2 more minutes left on the show.